Hey, it's the Midnight Raven, and welcome to day 4 of Vlogtober. I hope you are getting in this, I can't say festive spirit because that's Christmas, getting in this spooky spirit of Halloween. I hope you enjoyed the previous 3 videos. I did an intro video, I did a mug collection video, and yesterday we did a Halloween Q&A, which I am going to do another one later in the month. So stay tuned for more posing questions to the Raven. Today we're going to do this or that with different Halloween things. And I'm going to tell you my opinion and I want to hear yours. Of course I do, because you out there, yes you in the back, watching this Halloween Vlogtober video, you know you love Halloween because that's why you're here. And I value all your opinions, good, bad, or wrong. And let's get into the video. So we've got 10 this or that questions. The first one is, which is the better film, Hocus Pocus or Beetlejuice, to watch for Halloween? Woo. Controversial, I know, as Beetlejuice has a new movie, but we are going to use the original Beetlejuice movie and the original Hocus Pocus. No remakes. No. We prefer the originals. So for me, Hocus Pocus or Beetlejuice has to be Beetlejuice. Michael Keaton nailed Beetlejuice. The songs, the music, the quirkiness, the little quotes during it, even the new one, which we're not putting this based on, which I haven't seen yet, looks to be good. Now, Hocus Pocus, I've seen the original, which was kind of fun. It does feature Sarah Jessica Parker as the blonde witch, and I don't know the other names of the other ones. And they want to gobble up some children. I mean, why not? They want to get rid of all children because they're horrible little things. And I would agree, but I do have my own kids. For me, gotta be Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is a ding, ding, ding for me. It wins. I wouldn't say I watch it every year for Halloween. It's not one of the ones I like go to every year. But you know, you've got to watch a Halloween film. Beetlejuice or Hocus Pocus? I'm going for Beetlejuice. So we have Beetlejuice as the winner. Okay, next question. What is your favourite? A vampire or a werewolf? A werewolf? A werewolf. Oh dear. I promise I haven't drunk anything. It is Pepsi. A werewolf or a vampire? Who would you rather meet? Personally, I don't know. A vampire's bite, is it worse than a werewolf's? Good question. Now, a werewolf, unfortunately, is going to drain most of your blood, although a werewolf might actually rip your entire throat out compared to just drinking your blood. I mean, it's 50-50 chance of like living and dying at that point. The werewolf, is probably the more not wanted. I mean, meeting a vampire isn't the worst thing. If you just stayed out during the day, you'd never meet one because they don't like natural light, or or if you constantly cook garlic in your house, then they won't come. A werewolf, on the other hand, there isn't many things that deter a werewolf from your house. I mean, you could probably kill them with like a silver stake or something. I'm not sure what kills a werewolf. Obviously vampires, holy water, natural light, garlic wards them off. There's so many wives' tales that get rid of them. So for that, I would rather see a vampire. Yep, he's going to drink all my blood. And he's going to have to deal with it, I guess. Okay, would you rather visit, on Halloween mind you, a haunted house or a creepy spooky cemetery? I know, you already know what I'm going to say. The creepy cemetery. Of course, the raven would go to a creepy cemetery, because what else would you expect? A haunted house is pretty cool. I mean, it would be cool to take maybe a Ouija board to the haunted house, hang out with some ghosts, some poltergeists, you know, check their backstory, find out how they died. But a cemetery on Halloween at the dead of night, if you can get a little covering of mist/fog, or a little bit of rain and mist and fog on a Halloween night, is just, it's like poetry in motion for me in a graveyard. That could just be me. And I think probably the people watching this are like, she's a little weird. Yes, you'd be entirely right. I visit a graveyard weekly anyway, so going to it for Halloween isn't necessarily out of my comfort zone. At night on Halloween, people are actually scared to go to cemeteries because, you know, the dead rise up. Haunted houses are haunted all year round. Cemeteries may only just be haunted on Halloween, but a haunted house is haunted all the time. Me personally, we're going to the creepy cemetery to meet a vampire, and we're both going to watch Beetlejuice. So, the next question. Would you rather meet a ghost or a zombie? So, people, you know, are a bit apocalyptic now that the end of days is coming, the end of the world is coming. Are we all going to turn into brainless zombies, is the question. Some of us more than others are probably already halfway there. But turning and meeting a zombie, as you're like, brains. Or would you rather meet a ghost who possibly might throw a plate at you or haunt you for eternity? I mean, it's across really hard, isn't it? A zombie would bite you, so you turn into a zombie, possibly live forever, who knows? Or you could meet a ghost, have a conversation, or have things thrown at you, because ghosts do that. Furniture, maybe even been known to push people downstairs. That's something to think about. I think I'd rather meet a ghost. I don't know about having some zombie bite me, turning into a flesh-eating zombie. I don't know. I mean, I've already meeting a vampire. I think we're like fixated enough on the undead. You know, the cemetery, the vampire. I've got enough on my plate. I don't need a zombie. Now, the ultimate question. Do you give the children candy or chocolate? Now, candy and chocolate are two different things. Candy is the same as what sweets are. So we're talking candy corns, jellies, the God-forbidden Haribos. I'm talking about chocolate, Hershey's, Cadbury's, ooh, the good stuff. Or maybe if you're on a health kick, fruit. Don't even try it. You give a kid an apple today, they'll throw it at you. Sorry, they just will. It's the sign of the times and TikTok. Chocolate or sweets for me, I usually give kids chocolate, because I did say in a previous video that I thought chocolate was a luxury for kids, and that a lot of kids don't really get chocolate. Chocolate is expensive now. It was expensive post-war because it was classed as a luxury. It's expensive now, and we're basically in a third world war. So I give kids chocolate because I think just that little bit of extra money to buy some chocolate means so much to a child who may or may not have seen chocolate for a year or two or even years. So I feel a little bit of a good Samaritan. Okay, next question. Scary movie? Would you rather watch a scary movie or would you rather read a scary book? So people at Halloween, in the run up to Halloween, in the run up through October, people like to partake in scary movies, horrors, and other people like to read a good scary book. Get, you know, Bride of Frankenstein's out, get your Edgar Allan Poe's out and start reading some poems. So would you rather watch a scary movie or read a scary book? Me personally, I would rather watch a scary movie. I do love Edgar Allan Poe and I do love Bride of Frankenstein and all those Nice, good, spooky books with ghosts and paranormal and witches. Me personally, I'm a sucker for a scary movie, a horror movie, a gore fest. The gorier the better, especially for Halloween. I think it's the time of the year when you're allowed to watch gory movies and be proud to watch them. So for me, scary movie is a winner. Moving on. Okay. Would you rather dress up as a scary costume for Halloween or a funny costume for Halloween? So, if you've ever dressed up for Halloween, whether you're a child or an adult, there are hundreds of millions of things you could dress up as. Serious, scary, funny, creepy, sexy, weird. Some of the things I've seen people dress up as, you could do celebrities. Donald Trump was a pretty good one for many years. Serial killers have took to the top, especially Jeffrey Dahmer, Ed Gein, Richard Ramirez, since they've all had different things come out over the last few years in TV and stuff. Would you rather dress in a scary costume or a funny costume? Me personally, I dress in the scary costumes. The Bride of Frankenstein, the Corpse Bride, the Witch, the Devil, the demonic possessed crazy lady down the street. That's just me every day. Sorry, what? Sorry, scary costume. Lost you there from it. Did I say possessed demon? Sorry, scary costume, of course. You can dress in funny costumes, don't get me wrong. You want to dress up as a clown, a packet of cigarettes, a banana, which I've seen people dress in. You want to dress up as Donald Trump? Have at it. Boris Johnson, I've seen people dress up as. There's some weird people out there, and they're the weird people dressing in the weird costumes for Halloween. Just imagine what they do on a day-to-day basis. But, next question. Hold a spider, hold a snake. Now, I couldn't think of I could have used vampire bat, but we'd already done vampire, so I had to think of something. And everybody wants to hold a cute black cat, which is synonymous with Halloween. So, hold a spider or hold a snake. Now, I'm terrified of spiders. I have arachnophobia, but I also have a fear of this. Slithering things that wiggle. Spiders, centipedes, millipedes, worms, wiggly stuff. Me personally, as much as I hate spiders, I think I could hold a spider compared to a snake. I've held a house spider before, and I was actually bitten by a spider the other day on my hand. And British spiders that bite, they're not nice. There's actually, I think there's 10 British spiders that can bite you. And I was bitten by one the other day, which was so nice of him to jump in my laundry and bite me. But I would hold a spider. I'm gonna bite, bite the both ends of two bads at that point. Okay, really nice one. Pumpkin pie or apple pie? Now, most people in America would swear by the fact that pumpkin pie is like the bee's knees, and so is the apple pie. British people, pies are like, I mean, we can like take them or leave them. I actually had a meat pie for tea. But a pumpkin or an apple pie. Now, me, I personally wouldn't choose either. I actually like things like crumbles rather than pies, like rhubarb and blackberry crumble, which I used to have as a kid. We used to pick our own blackberries. My dad used to grow the rhubarb. We used to make rhubarb and blackberry crumble. It was magnifique. But I guess if it was between a pumpkin and an apple pie, I think we'd have to go for the apple pie. I've only ever tried apple pie once, and that was from McDonald's, and apparently that is totally not how an apple pie should be. And a pumpkin pie, it's the smell. It's the smell for me. I've smelt pumpkin pie before, and it's just the smell for me. I'm sure it's wonderful. And I also know is it key lime pie is a favourite in America around like Thanksgiving, Halloween time as well. I could be wrong. Last question. Are we ready, guys? The debate of, do you prefer witches or wizards? No, I couldn't really think of a last question, and I'm sure there's tons I could have done, but I was on a time schedule for making this video. So I picked witches or wizards. So you've got the really cool witches like the Hocus Pocus witches, you've got the Witches Coven, maybe the witches out of Harry Potter, dare I say it. But then you got the wizards, Merlin, yeah, yeah, no, Gandalf the wizard. Yeah, maybe. Got to be Gandalf, right? It's got to be wizards. As much as I love a witch, you know, the broomstick, the cat, she's got it going on. You can't be a wizard with a big beard and a pointy hat and just. It's got to be Gandalf, hasn't it? You name me a better wizard than Gandalf, and do not say Harry Potter. Harry Potter is not a wizard. He's an annoying little brat who I can't stand. And I hated every movie that I had to endure because of somebody else. Although I wish I could get the 9 hours of my life back that I watched Lord of the Rings. Ooh, just the one ring to annoy everybody, okay? But we're going for the wizards. So, my pick is Beetlejuice, Vampires, Creepy Cemetery, Meet a Ghost, Chocolate, Scary Movie, Scary Costume, Hold a Spider, Apple Pie, and the good old wizards. Let me know down below your answers to all these questions. And if you want to support the channel with a PayPal, Super Chat, or Super Thanks, support me this Vlogtober as I am doing Halloween themed stuff. Yes, I am every single day. Plus, I'm also doing ghost stories and spooky stories and all that coming up every other day, I think, throughout October. Got plenty more to come. You do not want to miss Vlogtober with the Raven. And I will see you tomorrow for another exciting Vlogtober vlog. Comment down below all your answers and I'll see you tomorrow. Love you all. Bye guys.